Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is good and having a great week. Today I'm going to be doing a video where I'm going to show you some of the herbs and spices found in Grenada. A little research, I did my little research on them. I also been trying them, drinking them as tea, steeping them in hot water and drinking it to see if it really does work. And so far a lot of it does work and it's very effective. So today I'm going to show you some of it is grows wild in my yard. Like I can just go and pick it off the ground, wash them off well and use them to cook, and like if I have the cold etc, I can use them for that. So I'm going to take you guys around my house and show you some of those herbs and spices that I find readily available in my yard. Okay, stay tuned. It's in the thyme family. um Usually in Grenada or in the Caribbean, when you have a really bad cold, you use the thyme and you steep it in hot water and you drink it, and it's very good. It's very good for the body. From reading up from what I've read about it is that it's good for headache and fever and things like that. It's very good. I can attest to the health benefits. It's really good for fever, etc. Okay, don't mind it. It's kind of dry season now in Grenada, and also my yard, the bush is really high, so don't mind the bush. In the Caribbean, bush grows back really quickly. Grass grows back really quickly, so don't mind that. So this is what it looks like, and it grows in big bunches because the Caribbean, most of the Caribbean is volcanic islands, and what happens is that the soil is so rich that plants can grow. Plants can grow easily in the Caribbean, especially Grenada, because Grenada is a volcanic island. So plants can grow really easy with all fertilizer, and can grow naturally. Right, my sister has been growing these in tires for a while, and here you have some rosemary also is good. They use it in coconut oil as for children when they have cold and fever, etc. So guys, I'm back. Here we have shadow benny, or shadow benny, as you know, it's in the Caribbean. Shadow benny is very good. um, when I have the belly ache or diarrhea or vomiting, you feel nauseated, I use some shadow benny and it does work. It's very good for the body as well. Shadow benny is good for seasoning meats. It's very good, especially when you're cooking goat curry and things like that. Curry meat, curry vegetables, curry whatever that it is, I always use my shadow benny. It's very flavorful and very delicious. See, we have some more here. They grow wild, like wild. They just grow in big bunches behind the house. um I had a friend, but he passed on now. I forgot to ask him the name of this plant. He said that he uses them to make salads, etc., and it's very good for the body as well. And I forgot to ask him the name of it. um well, he passed on now, and he's very good at knowing what the different herbs and spices are used for, but I did not get time, or I did not get to ask him again, so I have to find out though what it's good for. Okay guys, so this is a black sage tree. For some reason, like some kind of um maybe ants or some kind of beast got into them, so they are damaged. But this is a black sage tree. It smells really good. I remember my mother used to always make tea with this, but she said you cannot drink too much of it because it cleans the blood, and it's very good for the immune system. It's an anti-inflammatory. That means that it's very good, purifies the blood. And I remember quite recently I had Lota on my skin, tinea versicolor, if that's how it's pronounced, and I wanted something natural to use, and I started to drink it, but not too often, maybe once a week, and it did help because usually when I have Lota, my skin usually burns. My skin usually gets irritated easily, so I used some of this, but it's damaged now, and also it's kind of dry season, but we get a little rain on again, but it's really dry season now. So this is very good. Black sage, Caribbean black sage, very good for the blood, cleaning the blood and things like that. Also good for a common cold. So guys, we have here a grafted lime tree. It's loaded right now, very much loaded, so much that it's not, it's too much for our household to use only. So sometimes people come and they take some of it because it's grafted lime. It's more sour than the natural lime because it's grafted and grows really big like a gospo or so. So yes, here we have gospo. Then again, this is another fruit tree that we have, and it grows a lot, abundant, right? Quite recently I was thinking of using them to make gospel concentrate to sell. I'm still thinking about it and may try come up with some recipes to make drinks with them, you know. So this is the gospel tree. Growing up, my mother always used to say, if you have problems eating or you have a child that doesn't eat much food, you can use gospel to open up their appetite. Gospel is very good as well. Yes, I guess that it contains a lot of vitamins as well as the orange and so on. So gospel is very good and it does work for appetite. Also here we have a peas tree. Now in the Caribbean you have peas, green peas, and usually you plant them during early in the year. So Christmas time you get the green peas to make green peas soup. Green pea soup after Christmas, when you have the ham bone, the salt ham, you don't throw away the bone. In the Caribbean, you don't throw away the bone. You make a green pea soup, you put your little dumplings and also your coconut, fresh coconut milk, and you make a green pea soup. One of the best you could ever have. You put your clove, etc. to give flavor and so on. This is green peas, but they are turning brown now, and usually they use the brown parts, the ground parts. They take the piece from it because it gets really brown, and this is what they use to plant. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys a few of the things that I know and that I've learned.